This is the user interface for the second degree parabola plotter. As you can see here, we are using a tab control. And within the first tab, the first page, we are asking for the different A, B, and C values to be inputted for the parabola. This window is asking for the specifics, the minimum and maximum for X and Y, as well as how many points the user wants plotted. And then once they click on the graph tab, everything is going to be displayed. This is just the default Microsoft chart control. Don't pay attention to the namespace. I was having a lot of troubles working with the Microsoft chart controls itself. So this method here is detecting whether the user clicks on a different tab. If they're on the first tab, they are inputting the A, B, and C values. The second tab, they are inputting the minimum and maximum values. And the most important one, when the user clicks on graph, we want to graph the table itself. There is an initial check to make sure that the user actually put in any information because we don't want to do calculations with empty strings. Here we are initializing every variable depending on what the user inputs for each individual field. At the bottom here, we are setting the my chart values and the axis values for this one. These are the y-axis, which is the user inputted y minimum and y maximum. And for the axis 0 is the x-axis where we are using the x minimum and x maximum that the user inputted themselves. And after this, we are setting the chart type, where in this case, we want our graph to be displayed as a line graph. And then for the final part, we are running a for loop while there are still points to be plotted according to the points value that the user inputted themselves. We are plotting every single x and y value as long as the x's and the y's are within the minimum and maximum ranges given. Now, let's run the app. All right, let's put in some values for our parabola. We want to keep the minimum and maximums around the 10 range, just 20 between them, and let's plot 50 points. And if we click on graph, it'll graph it for us. And as you can see, this is what our parabola will look like within the scope that we gave it. And if you could tell, the parabola equation changed into the values that we inputted ourselves. So let's go back and let's say we forgot to put the number of points. We click on graph and it tells you that you should go back and input all the values because it cannot create a chart without any of those values. Thank you.